So Simmers, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am in the mood for some building. We recently got a pretty big base game update and I have not even had the time to properly check it out. And usually when I do base game builds, I go for like quite traditional styled homes, and today I was like, what if we use this new update as an incentive to actually make a modern starter home? Because I feel like we don't really have enough of those in the game by default, and I feel like most people that go for a starter home make like quite a traditional home. So my challenge today is make a modern base game starter home that you can use for your gameplay, and that means that I have to make it as functional as possible. So I want to focus on skill building, stuff like that, to actually make it so that your sim can have a successful start. So without further ado, let's actually hop in the game and show you kind of my vision. So as you can see, I loaded into Oasis Springs because the build, I'll quickly put a picture on screen, that I found as inspiration is quite a modern build. Again, that was my goal, and I felt like that would really fit into a desert. I did go for the greener part of the desert because I always just think it looks a bit better when we're doing some building. And like I said, this is going to be fully base game and I'm going to aim for a starter home. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to aim for a single sim starter home or if I want to go for a double sim starter home, which basically means that you'll have 22,000. So we'll have a little bit more money. I think my first aim will be to try and keep it within the 20k, but if I then realize that I can actually make it a slightly more functional build by making sure that it's suitable for 2 sims, then I might actually go for that. And of course, as always, I will try to add as much skill building, as much room, as much space for your sims, so this is not a house that you immediately have to move out of. But now that we have the inspiration and the location, I think I need to start with setting the basic shape of the house. Okay, I think I got the very bare bones shape ready now. Obviously, again, this is very bare bones, so I'm very much still working on it, but I'm trying to like kind of get that modern shape down. So this is probably going to be filled with some planter boxes. There's going to be big windows here. This is a balcony, and I think right now the wall for the balcony might be like ever so slightly too high. I think that might be a bit more natural. I also think this actually should be a platform, something like that. I think that gives some interesting shapes. Do we have any like good lighting options here? Not really. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that. Also, the back of the house right now looks kind of hideous. Obviously, I don't really have pictures of the back of the house, so I'm gonna kind of have to wing what I think the back of the house looks like. And I think I'm gonna prioritize something that might be wise for the space itself. So this is like the main space of the house right now. And this is a bit of an inconvenient room, but I might actually be able to use that as a bathroom. I think I can come up with that space like smartly. And then I think what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have some extra space up here. And I don't know if I want to use that as a balcony. So maybe I'm just going to keep it like very simple and kind of create like some interesting shapes. Let's make that the same height as the rest of the roof. Give that a bit of an overhang. And then I could, if I wanted to, do something like this. I'm just not really sure what to do with this part then. Like, that confuses me a little. Hold on. Trying to figure out how I can make this work while also keeping it interesting. Could go like this. Would make the back of the house relatively interesting, I think. I like the fact that they are using this like kind of roof overhang everywhere. So we could go for this and then add like a really low half wall here to kind of have that as a finishing touch. I kind of like that. And then I think we could have like a little gardening space back here. So I'm debating whether I want to use a fence because, you know, obviously fences in The Sims are expensive. This would be the cheaper fence to use. It's only 20. Also, I just realized I have my custom content on. Let's turn that off first. This would be the cheapest fence we can use, and it kind of matches the style I want to go for. So that's a pretty good upside. So let's for now try to use it. And then if I run out of money desperately, we can always get rid of it again. I think I like this. I think I might want to scoot everything a little bit forward because it's quite far to the edge of the lot and we don't really need that much space in the front. And that should give us a little bit of extra space for the backyard, which again might be bad for fencing costs, but might be nice for like outdoor space in general for your Sims. And then let's remove the floor over there because that's where we're gonna put some plants. I will probably use debug landscaping to keep the cost down. And then let's see, in terms of tiles, since this is quite a modern build, I feel like we should use something like relatively neutral. I really wish we had this one in a different color. I think that would be nice. I could go for this one because I do still really like that brick accent. I think that is actually pretty pretty nice. Obviously, that's different to the actual build that I use as inspiration, but I feel like we need to make sure that it kind of fits into the desert, and that also comes really nicely together with the rest of the world. Okay, I need a bit more light. This lot has terrible lighting, but I might actually accept it because I do really like building on this lot. I also just realized that this would have been perfect for the Desert Lux kit, but obviously we're not using that right now because we're building only base game. So let's get that debugged landscaping, because again, I feel like having some landscaping in here is going to make a huge difference to... This is actually quite difficult to landscape because that corner is really a pain. That might be the best I can do for now. Let's see if that doesn't clip on the inside. And let's see if I actually like that, or, you know, I actually already see that I don't like this. I think what I need to do is I do actually need to have a floor in here. And then I think it might help a lot if there is a platform that's just a bit taller. And then I can just put some greenery there. And then we can get some bushes that are just sitting like a little bit higher. I'm just still struggling with that corner, to be specific, because that one is too wide if I use it over there. So I think I'm kind of stuck to something like this. Okay, that actually, I was gonna say that doesn't clip, and then I was like, no, that does clip. Hold on. Now it doesn't clip. Maybe I'll just take it as a win and use that for now, and then we'll see if it actually works out. Also, I realized it might be more useful if that goes all the way. And then maybe we can also, again, have like a toilet in there or something, which is gonna be technically the garage, but I'm debating whether I wanna make that. That's probably just going to be the skill building room. And then ideally, I would like to have a fake garage door there. Oh, this is difficult. Do I just use this door then? It doesn't really look like a garage door, but it might be the closest that I can get. Or something like this. Oh, that doesn't come in a right swatch. That one then. That just really, really does not look like a garage door. That's so painful. I know we have garage doors in debug, but I think they're from City Living. So now I'm... No, wait! Wait, they're not from City Living. They're literally... Okay, hold on. No, then I can add this. Then it's fine. Hold on. If I move that to the side, then at least it still looks like a garage. Then it's like clear what I'm trying to sell, you know? Okay, I might actually use tool for this. Just so that it's like ever so slightly smaller. So that I can have it in the middle. Because otherwise that's infuriating to me. Yeah, that looks better. Still, I'm not the biggest fan of the look of this garage door like this, but I guess I'm just gonna take it. I think adding some paint to the outside of this house might also be very useful. Do we just commit to having like a sandstone house? Do I actually like that? And then we can add some like details. I actually hate this. I did that. I was like, do we commit to a sandstone house? And I was like, no, we don't. I might just go for beige, and then we're gonna add like some wooden details and stuff, or like maybe some stone details. I think that might be nice, because I do like the texture. It's like a slight texture. I'm not sure. I think you can see it the best on this side where the sun is shining on it. Do you see there's like a slight texture to this wall? I do like that for the outside of the house. Like I actually like that a lot. And then I'm gonna do this like this. And then again, we have these weird corners, but I might actually be able to work with that. I think I can make something out of that. That's gonna be nice. Budget-wise, we're already at 8,000. So this is definitely tricky. I would like to have a double door as my front door. I feel like that door kind of really fits the vibe. And then window-wise, wait, I kind of want to see. We have new doors and windows, right? Where are they? Maybe I want to use those if they fit. Oh, that fits really well. Okay, do I go for black or white? I feel like maybe white looks better. I do really like... It's not a cheap door. It's not the cheapest door we can use, which might be a risk. Because now I'm like, do I actually use those windows, or do I use different windows? Like, we can use the new windows in some places. Oh, those do fit nicely next to each other. Hold on, let me flip them around. Okay, I do kind of like how that looks. Although I would like if they were darker. We could go for a mix of black and white. We can also do that on the door. I actually like that. That looks very modern. And then upstairs, we need something similar. We could just repeat like the same window combination. Although I think I want a door here. I did this and then I was like, hold on, that's not correct. Also, that's glitching. That needs to be slightly low. Interesting that if you snap it higher, it glitches out. It's like clipping with the floor upstairs. That's not what we want. Okay, but if I need a door, let me remove the windows quickly, because then I might actually go for a door like this, and then I need windows that match it. Then we could just go for something like this, but then the big question is, does that also have the It does have the black and white swatch. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. That looks good from the inside, and that looks good from the outside, I think. Because that window is like exactly lined up with the line, or like with the railing, so I think that looks good. And then in the back here, I think I want to use this window again. But let's like sort of manually place it so that it doesn't glitch with anything upstairs. And then I think I want to have some greenery here again. So let me just quickly place down some green floor tiles, just so that I remember I want to put a plant there. And then for the rest of the house, it's kind of difficult because I just realized this could be a very like nice office, to be honest. Because, you know, you probably don't want this to be a bathroom with like a ginormous window like that. And already I said that this might make like a nice toilet. So how about I kind of just go like this, and that could be the bathroom. Because then you can either have like the toilet or the shower in that corner, maybe a bathtub over here, toilet over here. I think it might actually need to be one bigger if I want to do that. That just feels like a huge bathroom. But that could be a walk-in shower. Like you could close it off, have a door here, and then that's a walk-in shower. That feels rather fancy for a starter home, but it would make like smart use of the space. And then we can size it down again, because you'd have like a toilet and a sink, and then the door could be here. So this could be like a hall bathroom. I think maybe having to figure out where the stairs are going. So I want to use this as the main skill building space. Probably add like some gym equipment, or I don't know, like an easel and stuff, a woodworking table. I think it might be nice downstairs to have the stairs somewhere over here. Let's see what I can do with that. Okay, that doesn't work. The stairs can go there. Okay, but the reason... Hold on. Maybe it's dumb to have stairs that are like this. Okay, we cannot do that. Why? Is that because there's a platform next to it again? Wouldn't even be surprised, you know? Yep, that's probably because of the platform. Yep, now we can place it. There we go. This is a really annoying building bug that I've been having recently. That would work though, if you have the door to the bathroom over here. And this can be like a big bedroom, just a small hallway. We could go like this, so there's like a little bit more space for the hallway. This could be the bedroom, like a little hallway office. We could just use these nooks for bookcases. Does that make sense? Have like a little desk in this corner, enter over here, have a bookcase, stuff like that. This can be a bathroom, bedroom. And then downstairs, I feel like I definitely want to use different stairs because these stairs are not very pretty. Those are also not very pretty. Those are pretty, but expensive. Oh, damn. I really want to use cheap stairs. Okay, maybe I'll just use those. And then let's quickly get that so I don't forget to paint it. We could have like a small hallway. If we wanted to, I could like extend the hallway over here into the garage. And then if you come in, this could be the toilet. Like I said, we can just have like a really small toilet, downstairs toilet. And then this is the hallway, which also gives you access. Maybe we could even go like this. It gives you access into the garage, which is like the skill building space. And then over here, I could go like this, and that gives you access into the living space. That might actually be really cute. Hold on. So then for the doors, I kind of want to use the new doors. They're only 10 bucks more, and I really like how they look. And then over there, I want to use an archway to have that be like open into the main living space. There we go. And then we can have maybe like the kitchen in this corner, and that just be like maybe have a table in the middle, and then that being just like the sofa and stuff. Maybe have the TV on this wall or something, or a sofa here and the TV in that corner. I can see that work. And then this is definitely a house, in the beginning at least, for just one sim. I personally feel like this room would be so much more useful if it was like a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if we'll be able to have that money-wise though, but like if it was like this, that would give it exactly the right amount of space. And then I kind of like... I feel like it makes so much sense. Okay, I do feel like the roof needs to overhang there. I didn't like that at first, but I do think it looks better. I also like the idea of having a green roof, to be honest. I feel like that's just so modern. And then I wanted to use some like stone accents. Let's see if I have something that could work here to kind of give things a little bit more depth. I think we're going to use that over here for sure to kind of just color that pillar and maybe that one too. I like that. That gives some dimension to the house. And then the only thing that I feel like could be really beneficial, also in terms of like adding less windows, because windows are expensive, is having a chimney over here that kind of goes through the main roof like that. And then we can just fill it with a... Or actually, do I want to have an actual chimney in here? I don't know if I'll have money for that though. That's like a tricky one. And that definitely would need to go over there, and then I need to raise it up. I do like the look of that. And then we can, that's why I was thinking about this. We can make that chimney also have this detail. I just feel like we don't have enough of that detail in the back right now. Maybe I should change this around because I now put it on the inside. What if I have it like this, kind of as the pillars? That might look better. I like that. Also, I just realized we need a door that goes into the garden still. Let's get those sliding doors. That would make sense if that was the kitchen then. And let's get those in that color. We can put those in the middle even. That might look better. And then window-wise, let's see. So we have this hallway where we don't necessarily need a window. It would be like a nice to have. But if that window needs to go because we need more money, I would happily remove it because that's literally just in the stairway. It's just that it looks nice on the outside to have a window there. And that it's nice that you have some daylight. But other than that, it's not mandatory. I don't know if I need any more lights in here because technically we already have 2 windows in the front. I do need some doors. Now it also makes even more sense that it's a hall bathroom because if you think about it, that we could make that an office, but that could become like a nursery. I am also kind of tempted to still try and have this window over here. It's just like, it's taller than the door, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. Or we should have the sliding doors that I just used downstairs. Maybe that is actually better. Hold on. Let's have those going to the balcony. Then I would like to have another window. I guess that's also going to depend if I want to have another window over there. That would be a nice downstairs window because we don't really have that right now. And then for the kitchen, I would like to have that window over there too. Probably needs to be lower though if we want to have it like sit above the sink. We can match those up if we wanted to. I think I like that because then we have a big window here in the living room and like a bit of a small window here that could maybe be like below the dining table or something. And I just realized if I wanted to, I could even extend this room. We can have like a big bookcase there because that's technically, we can just, we cannot cheat it there because there we actually have the chimney. I just realized this, hold on. Okay, I do need to have, I might need to use tool for this if I, okay, now it's in the right place. What are we doing budget-wise? Okay, we're already at 12K. Oops, that's actually kind of a challenge, I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't done any furnishings. Nothing. So I might be going, like I said, I might be going for that, I might actually be going for the, wow, Rose speaking is apparently really difficult today. I might be going for the 22K house. But that's okay because right now we are actually looking at a 2-bedroom house, which I already think is more than I was originally planning to do. So maybe that's actually good. And we're just going to use a lot of the cheaper versions of other things that we're going to have in this house. And I have all the windows and doors already, which is usually also a relatively expensive thing to do. So let's actually get some wallpaper in here. Let's start with lighting because I think that might actually help a lot with the wallpaper that I need to do. I'll just start with like the really ugly big lights simply so that I can see stuff well. And then let's pick a flooring. And again, for flooring, I think it's also going to be super beneficial if we go for like something that is cheap. So I might just go for this basic wood one for now. I think in the garage, I might use another floor. I might put this on the balcony too. And I might actually put that in the garage, but then like a lighter version. I don't like that a lot. Hold on. That one is nice for the garage. That's perfect. Okay. And then I would like in the kitchen, I would probably like to use some tile. And then we can repeat that same tile in the bathroom. We could use the new tile, to be honest. I really like this new tile. I think it's super pretty. I don't know if I want to... I like the one with a darker grout. The question is, do I want to use a color? I don't know yet what kind of color scheme I want to make this house, but I do like the idea of a color. Oh, that dark green is pretty. I'm kind of tempted to go for the dark green, but then I feel like the entire house needs to be darker. Like we need to go for a dark wooden floor as well. That's beautiful, but maybe not the style of the house. That would have fit really well if we had a different style house. But I will definitely be using that pattern for other builds. But I might just now go for the white one. Yellow. I really like these colors, but the problem is I don't really know. We could go for blue. I just don't feel like that fits on the floor. So maybe for the floor one, I'll just go for the white one. And then on the wall, we could go for a color. Because I know they also added a wall version, right? Not? No, they added this new tile, this new subway tile, which does come in all those colors. And then we might go for a green, or do I want to go for a yellow? Or do I still want to go for that dark? I just really like that dark one. I might actually go for that. And then do I want to change? Do I just want to go for wood in the kitchen and then go for that dark green? I might actually do that because I think that looks super pretty. And then I really want to use the new kitchen because that's one of the reasons that I really wanted to build this, but it's kind of an expensive kitchen. It's $100 more expensive than the default one, so I'm a little bit worried about that, but we'll see how far we get with this. I think I'll put the fridge. We're just gonna use cheap appliances, and then I think I want to have the sink. That is a lot cheaper. I'll use that sink. I don't like how it looks, but I'll use it, fine. And then we're just gonna use the white stove. I do like that. I do like how that kitchen looks. And then we can have like a simple bin over here. Okay, we're already up to 17K. I really want to have cabinets, but I also think that I really need to say goodbye to that hope. I don't think I have money for that. So for now, no cabinets. Maybe also, I feel like that just looks really weird with the cabinets. At this point, I'm like, do I just throw the whole concept of it being a starter home out of the window? Because I'm so excited to just make like a really cute base game house that I'm like, do I just not make it a starter home? I don't know. Why is that so difficult? Wait, I actually managed to put one of those corner pieces. I've never successfully done that. See, but now I feel like I need to have cabinets. I'm sorry. Now it's just like kind of mandatory because I managed to place that, so I want to use it because that looks really good. That's like super cute. I'll still try to keep it a cheap house, okay? I feel like at this point I shouldn't make any promises anymore though, because we all know that apparently I cannot keep my promises. I really like those chairs. I feel like, do I like that placement? Not really. I feel like maybe the table should just go in the middle like that. And then we can have like a little cabinet of sorts underneath the window there. I might make the table darker and the chairs dark green, because I feel like otherwise we won't have enough contrast. You know what? We can do the chairs dark green, but then the table like a metal color. And I also made that green. I'm not sure if I like that yet. Might make that beige and then just have like a plant or something on it. Okay, I think I have furnished most of the downstairs. I kept it relatively basic, again, also because in the base game, the clutter is quite limited. But what we have now, I'm actually debating if I'll just put those at the normal height, because I was planning to put cabinets here too, but I don't think I'll have the money for it. I mean, I'm already going over budget, so technically I shouldn't care too much about money anymore. So now I'm like, do I place cabinets here too? I don't know. So obviously I cannot place that anyways. And with that window there, I cannot, I could place full cabinets, I think, if I lower that window that much. That technically works. I'm just not sure whether I like it. I don't know if that looks good on the outside. I think that's an important question for me. I do like how it looks on the inside a little bit. You know what? No, actually, hold on. That needs to go like that as well then. I'm not entirely sure about that part, but maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll keep it for now. What does that look like on the outside with the windows? Not terrible, actually. I just feel like that one should be on the same height then. So then I'll just move that one down too. And then let's see if that looks weird. That doesn't even look super weird either. So what we have now is we have our kitchen, which is like a pretty nice functional kitchen with a little bit of clutter, not too much, which also has the doors to the outside. Every skill building item I found on the way, I just kind of dumped in places. So there's already some stuff here and there. Then I added some like more bright wallpaper with some pattern on it in the living room, which I think is also still nice. I'm still debating the colors of these curtains, to be honest. I might go for the slightly darker beige ones. I put a light in here. We have the GameCube. There's some books. We have a TV. We have this one. And then part of the room is just painted white. I feel like the only place where I genuinely kind of hate that is over here. So I'm debating changing the stairs back to being wood. I think that actually helps. Yeah, that helps a lot. And then we could also change this to be wood colored. I think that's nice. And then I also added a guitar and a fishbowl because, again, just like anything basically that can help a little bit with making this place feel alive, basically. I think it might be nice to also have a plant in this corner. Speaking of like making it feel a little bit more alive, maybe that is not a bad idea. I think that's pretty cute. I think for the hallway, I'll just use some white as well. And then I was thinking for the garage, it might be nice to have some stone on the wall or like something like this maybe. Just like some darker color. And then over here, like I said, I mostly want to have this be a skill building space. So I want to have the woodworking table in here, and then we have the easel in here. And then let's see, what else can I add? Technically, I could add the microphone, but I might be tempted to add that in the office upstairs for now. And then we already have a guitar, so I don't think I'll place a piano or a violin. Obviously, if your sim wants to use that, you can still buy it. I'll put the telescope in the garden. I would really like to have some workout equipment. So we could maybe go for like the boxing thing and a treadmill. That just feels... The thing is, your sim can just go running for free. So like the boxing thing is actually of added value, but I always feel like the treadmill is like, that feels like a luxury. Maybe we can have the bonsai tree. I know that your sims will get like a bit of relaxation if you use that. Maybe we can have that over there. And then I would like to just have like a little bit of clutter. Again, we don't have that much clutter in the base game, so you're kind of limited to what you can add. But maybe something like this, you know, this is also their garage. So maybe there's just like some supplies in here or something. There's some stuff that you need for the garden. Maybe there's like some extra storage for the shoes. I know that there is like a little, this one, like the little base game painting table. And I think we also do have some base game canvases, right? Or not? I thought they would be in clutter. Yeah, there they are. Trying to figure out how I want to place everything. Maybe the shoes can go over there. The like boxing space, they hung up some bigger mirrors. That would make sense, I think. If I'm even going to use that like saucer light, I want to use a small one. And I want to change the color of that light because it looks super cold in here otherwise. And then I know that we have the new like brick overlay, which is supposed to go underneath a fireplace. But I'm kind of like, what if we add it underneath the woodworking table? Kind of like as a determined space for that. I want to do the same over here for the smaller saucer light. And then change the brightness of the warmth. And then this was going to be a toilet. I'll just use this one over here and then just have the same flooring in there. And then I'm just going to have like a single toilet. And then if your sims need to wash their hands, they just need to go to into the kitchen. It's not ideal, but I do feel like it's realistic. So I think downstairs now is, I think, finished. Let's see for outside. I want to make sure to have planter boxes that your sim can use. There we go. And then I think we can add that over there. Maybe we can have like partially tile. Where is there a tile that we can use in between? Because I don't think there's corner pieces either, which is slightly unfortunate. Brick and blush, another slab. Does that fit in between? No, that's terrible. Does that fit in between? No. At this point, I'm just desperately looking for anything that fits in between that, but I don't think there's anything. Like, that's just not the right color. So let's just go for this, because then I was thinking I might want to use these outdoor seats to go next to the chess table, and then we can have the chess table over there. Then maybe these can go a bit more to the middle, and then this one can go over there. Do I like that? I don't know. And then we can have a grill. Maybe that's a bit expensive. Maybe just use this grill. There we go. And then an outdoor table. Maybe just a picnic table. Like one that doesn't look super expensive. And then for outdoor lights, I would like to have some, just not too many. But we can have this one over there. Although this is a modern house. Let's actually use the modern lights for it. Although in the front door, I might still use the hanging light because I can have that above the door. And that just makes more sense. And then I don't know if I want to use that many other lights. We can have one next to the garage. I think that would make a lot of sense. And then it just would be convenient to have more over here. But I don't know. We can have some candles that are just sitting on the outdoor table. I think that's cute. This wall seems so empty. It would be cool to have some like big painting or poster or something on there. But I feel like it also doesn't make a lot of sense to have that outside. Do I have anything in here that I can use? can have like a little vent. Just like anything to kind of make that wall, like break it up a little bit. That could be like a garage vent. That actually makes kind of sense that we have that over there. Again, very simple backyard. This is a very simple house. I struggle with that sometimes to like truly keep it simple, but I do think that's the best. I might add this simple coat rack over here because this hallway doesn't have a lot of space. It's like a lot of this hallway, quite literally, is door space. So I don't think there is a lot of space for me to add things in this hallway. So I might just have this, like a little coat rack, a little doormat, an extra coat rack on the wall. Again, keep it very, very, very simple. And now that I've done all of that, I think it is time for me to go upstairs. I think upstairs, I'll just continue to use this wider wall. It's very simple. And then I will just start with grabbing the same things, like the same tile. I think I'll just have in the bathrooms as well. I know that's not super typical, but I kind of like it. We were gonna have a separate shower in here, but now that I see this, I'm debating whether that's like the right thing to do, because if you want to play here with a kid, you're gonna need a bathtub. But if I add a bathtub and you need a door over here, there's no way that you're gonna have a sink and a toilet in here. And actually, it's kind of convenient if your toilet is separated, because then your Sims can use the toilet without disturbing Sims. Well, technically, if your Sim is... That's the problem. Your Sim would still not go in here, because if someone's showering, they would still get, like, scooted out. So I don't think that's a good idea. I guess if I add the door over there, or what if we add the doors straight across from each other? That could be interesting. Hold on. And then we have the door. Okay, in the shower itself, we absolutely do need a tile. So then I want to use that new tile. There we go. And then I still want to use that green. I just realized I don't think we have a separate shower head in the base game. So then I would have to add this in there. Oh, that feels painful. I'm not gonna lie. That makes me a little sad. I will probably still do it. Oh, I was thinking we could use a separate shower hat, but we don't have that in the base game. Oh, maybe I don't do this then. Maybe I do put the toilet there. Even if your Sim will not use it, like if they're couples, they'll still use it. It makes more sense. It just makes more sense. But then I might actually change things around. Then I'll just add wood in the toilet, and then I'll have tile in the actual bathroom. No, you know what? I'll just have tile. Fine, I'll add the tile in the toilet here too. Because I can already hear you guys coming at me in the comments. Being like, Ro, the fuck you add wooden floors in your toilet? Like in your kitchen, fine. You can kind of get behind that. But in the toilet, maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll give you that. But then if the doors are right across from each other, we could add a shower tub combo. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense, actually. I think if we have a toilet over here, technically, I think you could have a sink over there and it should work. Although I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just going to scoot it in the wall as much as possible. I'm a little scared that this bathroom right now is not functional. Wait, no, I just realized. Oh my god, I just added 2 toilets. Oh god, that's embarrassing. We don't need a second toilet. Then it still makes more sense to have this over here though. Oh god, bro. I was like, why? Something's not right. I'm making a mistake, but I cannot figure out what I'm doing wrong. There you go, Ro. A bath mat would be nice though. There we go. I don't necessarily like that you enter in the middle, but I guess that's going to be the only way for us to do this. So you enter in here, you can take shower tub combo, use the sink, or go into the bathroom. Is it ideal? No, but it does mean that you can play here with a kid, which I think is going to make a big difference for people wanting to use this build, yes or no. Then I'm going to need to figure out what kind of wallpaper. I'm tempted to use this wallpaper, but then instead of that swatch that I used downstairs, just use this one because I like what it looks like. And then I'll just use the white wall for the rest of the room because it's kind of a narrow room, so I don't think I want to use too much space. And then we're going to need a double bed because we're kind of furnishing this as a couple's house at this point. I'll just get the most basic bed ever. And then I want to get 2 nightstands. But I want to get them in a different color. Hold on. Oh. Well, that color technically I think matches the bed the best. Doesn't look super good, but I guess we're just going to have to deal with that. I might move the door a little bit over here so that I can have a wardrobe. I might then go for this wardrobe because it matches the nightstand. And then we can have a mirror in that room. In that corner. Like so. That makes sense. I think that's pretty cute. And then you also have your window next, like close to your mirror. I think that helps. And you can have a clock on the wall maybe. I mean, it's your bedroom, so it's nice to know what time it is. And then maybe instead of a ceiling light, we can just have two like wall sconces. And then maybe above here we can... No, that looks terrible. Ooh, what kind of... We don't have a lot of good wall lights. I might just... Oh, I don't like those. Maybe just those. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I guess they're nice. I guess they're nice. And then that wall feels really, really, really empty right now. Gonna put that small plant in here. I think a nice big painting might solve my problem here. I just added two big movie posters. I think that's actually kind of cute. It's very simple, but I like it. And then maybe we can have another plant in that corner. Okay, two movie posters, two plants, a wardrobe, a mirror. There's a clock on the wall, so you can see what time it is. We have two very simple nightstands. Let's see if I can add like a little bit of clutter onto the nightstands. Just adding some more clutter in general, I think, might be nice. Added some clothes and stuff on there. Okay, I added some more clutter into this room. I think that's pretty nice. I like that. So then that's done. Then for the hallway, I think it's going to be nice to also have the small saucer light in like a bit of a warmer color. And I think I'm not going to put anything else in the hallway, simply because if you're playing here and you need some extra space for, I don't know, skill building, or if you have a kid and you want to have a dollhouse or some, I don't know, whatever you need, you might be able to place it here in the hallway. And for now, I'm just going to keep it empty because then I know that this build will be functional. Then for this room, I think I want to... Let's see, what kind of yellow do I have? I kind of want to go for that yellow, but it might be a bit too bright. So let's go for this darker brown. That's actually kind of nice. And then I want to have two bookcases. Do I have two small bookcases? I'm actually not sure. We have these ones, which don't really cover what I intended with this. Like, they cover it well enough that it kind of does what I want, but it just leaves so much empty space. Like, realistically, you would fill that space. We can add a second bookcase behind it to do that, which would be an absolute waste of money. It does look better. And at this point, I'm like, do I just commit to the better look? Because we're already going over budget anyways. Oh my god, this build is 50k. I'm gonna make a starter home. Are you though? Are you though, Ro? Really? I do not think you are making a starter home. I don't know. I like making pretty houses in The Sims, so why would I make starter homes? Okay, I'm gonna change this wallpaper because it's too brown. Everything in this room, it's too brown, it's too beige. I need something with more contrast. Darker green could be nice. Oh, that's actually kind of cool because we already have so much dark green everywhere. Okay, let's go for that. That's kind of cute. And then we can put the microphone up here because it's kind of blocking the bookcase, but you can use that one anyway, so that should be fine. Then we definitely need a computer, and we definitely need a desk chair. Let's get a nice desk light as well. We can use the cute one with the fox. I like that one. If I move the desk over a little bit, we can add a plant into the corner. Are we really surprised that I'm adding plants everywhere? No. What else do I want to have in here? Because most of the skill building items we already have downstairs. I could get the trending style influencer board. Like, we don't really need it, but how about we add the microphone over here, actually? I think that makes more sense. And then you can reach that bookcase, use this style board. I like that. And then questions, do I want to have curtains in here? I think I actually like that that window is just so big and open, because I feel like that's a really big characteristic of this room. And then, you know what the more embarrassing thing is? The fact that I'm using debug landscaping and this build is still so expensive. Like, bro, really? I feel like I failed myself here, but it's okay. I'm having fun with the build. That's the most important part, right? And obviously, hopefully, I'm creating content that you guys want to watch, because that's ultimately why I'm recording the whole process. Although I also just really wanted to build today, so I'm not even mad. I just realized something that we don't have yet is an outdoor trash bin, and we kind of do need that if we want this build to be playable. And then other than that, I'm thinking, do I need something else? We need a mailbox. Otherwise, this house is not going to be functional. And then I don't have a lot of landscaping on the outside. And I also feel like actually that can stay light. You know what would look better? I think it would look better if we have a ceiling light out here. It just makes more sense. If you live here, you probably install a ceiling light there rather than having a light squished in front of your door. Like, that would probably just go over there. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that I want to add, but obviously I want to keep the landscaping relatively simple because, again, I don't think it makes a lot of sense if this build has, you know, a lot of landscaping. I'm just realizing now it might actually be nice to add this one over here. Kind of a little bit more in the middle, and then I can put a tree in that corner because I think a tree might be good for this build. I think a tree is needed. What kind of... Okay, there's just palm trees around, so do I just go for a palm tree as well? That's not a very pretty palm tree, is it? I'm not sure if I have better debug palm trees. I do. We could have both. Hold on. That could be interesting. We could have like 2 palm trees in the back. And then maybe some rocks. I feel like those palm trees are too big. That looks good, I think. And then maybe we can have another palm tree here in the front. Oh wait, I have that one too. You know what? That one looks more like a backyard tree that maybe like people planted themselves. I also like that one when it's sized up, but then it just feels a little bit too big. We can add like 2 of those maybe. That is nice, although I almost feel like that one should go in that corner. But I like this. I like this house. I think I'm gonna just leave it here. This is a perfectly fine base game house. It is 55,000, which means that I think if you start with your Sims, if you have like a starting budget, this could be a really nice house to upgrade to. Like, of course, it isn't a starter home. I think we all got that by now, that I absolutely miserably failed to build a starter home. But I do think that, like, if you've played in a starter home for a while and your Sim has earned like a nice amount of money, you could absolutely move into this house. I think that would absolutely work and that would be fine. Let me know in the comments down below if you like that. Also, just in general, let me know if you like it when I do base game builds like this. If you want to see like a specific build, if there's maybe you're like, I have a specific set of expansion packs. Could you like make a build with that combination? I would love any suggestions if you have any, so feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll make sure to add like some nice screenshots to the end of the video so that you can also see like the inside and stuff from first person view. But with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you like this build, please toss the video a cheeky like because it does really help my video get to more people. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, and this is the first time that you're seeing any of my videos, and this is the first time that you're seeing one of my videos, I make videos about everything and anything The Sims. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check out my channel. And if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone!